The events that occurred in Oklahoma City were a tragedy. That I cannot deny. But I will not stand by and let this plot go uncovered. They say Timothy McVeigh acted alone, that he was some sort of veteran off the rails with something to prove. Me? I don't buy it. Tim McVeigh was a scapegoat for the CIA. Maybe we are all being brainwashed by the liberal media. Remember Ruby Ridge? Remember Waco?
You know, the news used to be boring. Used to be a guy that sat behind a desk and said, well, the news, the facts. Nowadays, every so-called mainstream journalist will say whatever they want to keep their show on the air. I mean, millions of people believe this guy, millions.
Hey, don't tell me that you watch this shit.
Did you say something?
Never mind.
I want to hear what you, the American people, have to say.
Alex, we need to talk.
Not right now, we're about to go on.
Okay, but did you hear the news?
How many times do I have to tell you?
The mainstream news never gives you the facts. They'll feed you lie after lie, hope that they can distract from what they don't want us to see.
Alex, I need you to listen to me.
CNN, Fox, and MSNBC keeping secrets from this nation. So we must start a war on information. Oh, wake up, sheeple. The government isn't of the people. It's run by the elite, the politicians and the bankers on Wall Street. And I'm stopping them in their tracks. This is my declaration. So join me in a war on information. A war on information. Don't believe what's on TV. And if you're joining my frustration, help me in this tyranny. And I will call my resignation. When I melt every snowflake, I will win this war on information. No matter what it takes.
You're watching ACTV, keeping Austin entertained for over 30 years.
Hi, I'm Kathy Hampton, station manager of Austin Community Television, and I want to thank you personally for tuning in to ACTV. Despite the recent tax bill that has cut our station's funding nearly in half, I want you to know that we are doing everything in our power to keep this station afloat. Some sacrifices will need to be made. Some of your favorite shows might not make it to air. But in my eyes, it's all worth it to keep Austin entertained.
Come on. Welcome to InfoWars. I'm Alex Jones, and we are live from ACTV Studios. The mainstream media has no problem feeding you fear, throwing out senseless theories and opinions. But I don't get paid for this. I don't have sponsors that I'm afraid of losing. I do this because it's right. And now a word from one of ACTV's trusted sponsors, Mighty Sponge. The sponge to take care of all of your problems.
Back in 90. Alex, the reason I was trying to get your attention earlier is because
What?
Kathy's here. For 6 months I've done what's best for you and me. From the start we agreed that we'd fight all the mainstream journalists with honesty. But honestly, it's time we face the truth. No one's watching except for your mother and father, some college prank callers, and me inside this booth. That kind of ad return won't get us anywhere. Unless something drastically changes tonight, they're gonna take us off the air. And Alex, I know you'll never change, so let's just accept defeat. Because I guess dishonesty just cannot be beat. The truth cannot compete.
you know? No, it's fine. We'll just take the show somewhere else. You never really cared, did you?
What? Alex, of course I did.
Shit. We're back in 3, 2.
Take care of all your issues. Call Mighty Sponge.
Welcome back to InfoWars. I'm Alex Jones, and... You know, I had this whole program planned out, but I want to hear from y'all. Let's take some calls. 512-555-8600. Let's talk about anything you want. Russia, the Mexico bailout, OJ. Look, I refuse to believe that nobody wants to talk about Clinton's America. Debate me. 512-555-8600. Somebody's got to have something to say. Hello, caller. You are live on InfoWars.
That's a big, girthy cock.
Sounds like we've got some pranksters on tonight. That's okay. Is there anyone serious that wants to talk? Okay, caller, remember, we're live.
Hello? Am I
Oh,
on?
yes,
Live?
you are live on InfoWars, yes.
Oh, well, I was just calling in to thank you for saying all that stuff about the government lying to us. Because, I mean, I remember Waco,
Hey,
you know. And,
you're absolutely right. You know, we need to have more conversations
you know,
about...
like Oklahoma City, the government is just sweeping that under the rug, making us
Don't
forget.
tell me you're one of those OKC was an inside job guys.
It was an inside job, and I'm tired of people trying to hide that. Multiple police cars, multiple. We're seen carrying nondescript
I'm familiar with
packages.
the theory, but that's not evidence. It's just a couple of guys who want attention. If Bill Clinton was behind the Oklahoma City bombing, the largest domestic terrorist attack in U.S. history, I'm sure we'd know about it. Hello, caller, you were live.
Yeah, I was reading somewhere that Governor Bush eats children. Is that true?
You're live.
The government's putting sulfur in the water and turning the frogs gay.
You're on the air. Hello, caller, you're live. Caller, you're live.
Alex, I got a big conspiracy for you. And an even bigger cock.
The government is controlling the weather patterns.
All right, caller, you are live.
Yes, I am friends with a lot of black people.
So Vincent ends up taking the boss's daughter to this like old 50s diner and they
The sex cult is happening in your basement. Hello, caller, you're live.
Okay, so communism has its faults. It's never been done correctly. That's not...
I called earlier about the gay frogs.
Okay, if all of you callers right now are just gonna talk about sex cults and conspiracies, don't bother. I made this show to present you the facts so that you could sift through the government's lies. I won't provide a platform for these senseless opinions. Okay, maybe we got somebody here who really wants to talk. Let's see.
Hey, Alex, a longtime fan, first-time caller. You know, people are talking about this new tax code that's on the Texas legislature, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on it.
Oh, okay, yeah, absolutely. Some real issues to talk about.
Yeah, it's tax code 420.
Oh, yeah, of course. Please do me a favor and enlighten the people at home for the ones who might not know about that.
Yeah, you know, it basically just regulates small businesses that have a big, a girthy, a cock.
Hey, you know what? Fuck you, guy! Move out of your mother's basement, wipe the Cheeto dust off your fingers, and contribute to society, you piece of shit!
Alex.
No, I am tired of these pricks having nothing better to do with their lives than to fuck with my show!
Alex, calm down.
No, you know what? Don't tell me to calm down. Why don't you do your job and screen my fucking calls?
What calls? You don't have any calls!
Ladies and gentlemen, you will have to excuse my incompetent producer. You want to talk about conspiracy theories? Let's talk about conspiracy theories. Hell, let's talk about Oklahoma City. The theory discussed earlier claims that Timothy McVeigh was a scapegoat for the CIA. Eyewitnesses claim they saw multiple police cars plant bombs in the parking garage prior to McVeigh's entrance, and then let's talk about how he was caught.
Hey,
Just
CJ.
90 minutes after the bombs detonate, they pull him over randomly for a
Come here a
license plate.
second.
Randomly? Maybe the government is trying to strip us of our fundamental freedoms. Maybe they want to repossess our homes and turn them into abortion clinics. And maybe we are being brainwashed. Remember Ruby Ridge? Remember Waco? They needed a way to limit the people's grasp on their guns and ultimately repeal their Second Amendment rights. OKC was the perfect opportunity! A war on information is impossible to win at a public access graveyard shift with no one tuning in. And the media's dishonesty continues to get by. Well, if it works for them, maybe I could give it a try. A lie for a lie. Maybe if I spoke in hyperbole, then they could finally take me seriously. And if the mainstream media can do it, then why not me? If they can stretch the truth, so can I. A lie for a lie.
What's he doing now?
Well, he just sang a song. Now he's just crying.
I'm sorry for the delay, folks. I just received word via satellite news regarding the government's involvement in the OKC bombing. And it's much, much worse than we thought. We have been manipulated, and Oklahoma City is just the beginning! Let's talk, people. You'll never beat God! Never! Never, never! Freaking chemicals in the water to turn the freaking frogs gay! Wake up, sheeple! Hitler took the guns! Mao took the guns! Stalin took the guns! And 1776 will commence again!
Could you, talk about the theory that Governor Bush is involved in a child sex cult?
Ma'am, are you okay?
I'm scared.
Fuck. I was like, where's it gonna go? It doesn't go anywhere. I mean...